If you're a Grey Knight player, I'm hoping you're sitting down for this one because it's getting even worse in terms of what's going on in their chapter. There's brand new lore that we're going to cover today, and it's all about how they're now recruiting new warriors to their chapter, and it's not looking good. So let's jump in, let's look at it, and let's waffle about it. So this lore, of course, is taken from the brand new Grey Knight Codex that is just released. You can find it on page 10 and 11 of that codex. The image I'm going to put in the background right now, it's called The Cusp of Midnight, and the main vibe of this is basically it's telling you that the Grey Knights are in a bad situation. Like the first paragraph states, even at full strength, the Grey Knights have always possessed a relatively small number of warriors when set against the colossal scale of reality-spanning war that they must fight. Since the appearance of the Great Rift, those numbers have only grown smaller and their dispersal more sparse. Now, the thing I want to focus on, though, is the last paragraph, which then goes into the other page as well, and this states, such losses would be disastrous enough, yet they have been exacerbated by fresh challenges to the Grey Knights already extracting recruitment process. The infamous black ships that harvest psykers through the Emperor's realm have been sorely impacted by the coming of the Great Rift and the attacks of heretic forces, leaving the Grey Knights with fewer raw recruits to draw from. Hundreds of worlds from which the Grey Knights would, and then we go to the next page, and it states, previously have gathered aspirants have been swallowed by warp storms, further lessening their recruitment pool. In the face of such adversity, the Templars of Titan, aka the Grey Knights, have resorted to attack on other imperial institutions. Attack, it's saying here, even chapters of the Adeptus Astartes, to seize viable recruits before hiding all evidence of their murderous deeds. What in the Emperor's name is going on with the Grey Knights? Like, that sentence has sent me absolutely just down the spiral, because these words like murderous, you know, like murderous, that means you're literally going to the Adeptus Astartes, aka the Space Marines, right, and killing them just to get their aspirants, then covering it all up like nothing's happened. The Grey Knights are actively going out, this is a massive thing, and killing other Space Marine chapters who are also fighting the powers in the galaxy, by the way, that are also fighting against the demons. Yes, probably not as good as the Grey Knights, but at least they're trying their best to stem back the tide of the heretical foe, and they're just wiping them out and taking those aspirants. Surely there's got to be a better method to do this than going away and literally attacking an ally that is also fighting the same fight as you. What in the Emperor's name, I ask you again, is going on with the bloody Grey Knights? And of course, in that statement, it also says other imperial institutions. I don't really know which other institutions. Maybe stuff like navigators or something. Maybe they're taking their children, everything like that. Astropaths, maybe taking their type of children. Maybe it's like Imperial Guard psychers and stuff like that. That's where like they're raiding as children. But they're literally attacking other imperial institutions, which again is a massive, massive no-no for me, and then covering it all up. This, to me, means you're just as bad as chaos itself. If you start biting your own hand, then you're working against yourself. Nothing is going to go well for you, even though you have the powers to cover it up. Surely they have the power and the influence, by the way, to say to the Inquisition, the Ordo Hereticus, listen, we need you to go to these certain chapters and say, we need these aspirants. We need to go to these imperial institutions and say, we need these aspirants for a bigger fight, a greater fight. Because it mentions in the Grey Knight book, like the Exorcists, the Red Hunters and stuff, they're allowed to know about the Grey Knight. So maybe go to their chapters and say, we need all your aspirants who've got psychic abilities, because the Grey Knights need them, because they are the ones who are suffering the most from this ultimate fight against chaos. Not to go around to a chapter that's just sailing around the warp like doop 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 doop. Let's go and kill some heretics. Oh my god, who are these grey armored figures that are slaughtering us and taking all our aspirants? What in the Emperor's name is going on? Aren't we supposed to be on the same side? That's what it feels like for me. For Grey Knight players, they've been absolutely getting beat off. this last couple of weeks. Like, we had the Terminus Decree, which kind of took the spice and the mystery away from what that was. Okay, we did a video the other day, which I kind of thought was pretty cool. Again, some people disagree with that, but it's been a lot of controversy for the Grey Knights lately, and I think there's even going to be even more stuff happening with them, because again, there's even more lore about Brotherhoods just literally vanishing. They're just losing people, or should I say, Astartes after Astartes. Is this kind of a way, do you think? Again, give me my foil. I know we're near Friday. Is this kind of a way for Games Workshop to potentially introduce maybe a Primaris variant of the Grey Knights, because they're so, like, they're being so hammered at the moment? Call's going to be brought in, kind of, to try and fix the secret situation. Maybe Gilliman gives them a task. You need to start making like Grey Knights Primaris, because they're the ones suffering and they're the ones who are fighting against Chaos More. I don't know. That's where my mind goes when I read certain things like this. Maybe I'm completely wrong and something else is going to happen, because again, what I'm hearing with the rumors, next edition, they are going to get a refresh. It's not like they're slowly fading away, the Grey Knights, and they're just going to vanish one day. No, they're still a popular armor and they will get an update at one point. As always, I want to leave the question with you. Do you like this lore? Do you think it's grimdark? Someone made a point the other day on one of my other Grey Knight videos, and I haven't stopped thinking about it. They said, Valrak, this is not grimdark anymore. This is grimdark. And I'm like, what in the Emperor's name is grimdark? It's like when it's just making the lore silly now. It's just losing all that grimdarkness, and it's just bad lore. That's what people have been saying with some of the new updates that they've been seeing with the Grey Knights. I'll leave that question to you, chaps. Do you like this? Is it grimdark? Do you think this is bad? Do you think this is good? Post it down below. I'd love to get your thoughts and feedback on everything that we've discussed today. But Space Marine chapters, hide your kids, right? Hide your aspirants, because the Grey Knights are coming, and they will kill you and take everything and make sure it was just all made up in your mind. There'll be no evidence, no trace left of their murderous deeds. See you in a bit. Have a great day, night, evening, where you are in the world, and bye-bye.